G'day and welcome to another episode of Kiwi Car Life. And my friend Campbell has featured a number of times here on the channel, and so has his car, a 2003 BMW 530i. The first time it featured was all the way back in 2022 in our $3,000 3-litre challenge. And since then it's received a number of upgrades. It's now been fully M Sport converted with new clear headlights and taillights. It's got M-Pars on it, along with some interior and mechanical improvements. But sadly, as Campbell has had a number of other BMW projects fall into his lap in recent times, poor old GJC here, his first car that he's had for the best part of 5 years, has fallen into a bit of a state of disrepair. And so, as Campbell is over at BMW World in Germany as we speak, today I stole his car and I'm going to be restoring it to his former glory. Make sure you watch to the end to see his reaction.
The first job was to get Campbell's car nice and clean. I set to work washing the exterior thoroughly, clay barring the roof as it was covered in tree sap, and washing the wheels before drying it off. Unlike black cars, silver cars don't really show the scratches, and so aside from protecting the paint, polishing them tends to barely achieve a noticeable difference. So I simply moved straight on to touching up various chips and scratches all over the exterior. The front bumper in particular was pretty hammered and really needed a full respray to look half decent, but I was trying to keep my improvements as free as possible within reason. Then I moved on to fixing the curbed wheels. This normally costs hundreds to do all 4 wheels, but in my TT restoration, I discovered that by simply grinding the curb rash down gently with a grinder, sanding off the burr marks and then painting over with a colour-matched touch-up bottle achieves a noticeable improvement without costing very much at all. And after completing that process on Campbell's car, I wanted to finish off the exterior by installing some European-style number plates. These also cost hundreds of dollars to buy on Kiwi plates, so I simply made my own. I copied the design in PowerPoint, got the plates printed and stuck them to a piece of corflute. Far from a long-term solution, no doubt, but with them installed on the car, now the exterior was looking about as good as I could get it. One last thing I improved was the driver's door. Ever since Campbell M Sport converted the car, the driver's door didn't quite sit right and struggled to shut, so I adjusted it and glued the seal back into place, and now it fits a lot more flush and shuts easily. Then I moved inside and started vacuuming and wet vacuuming the carpets. The boot carpet in particular was pretty stained, but after a good scrub, that came up a lot better. BMW has some of the nicest and easiest to clean carpets inside, so getting the interior tidied up was very easy. After wiping down the already pretty clean dash, I re-glued some of the sagging A and C pillar trim, which made the interior much neater. And the last thing I really wanted to do was fix the broken seat controls, but unfortunately, the only E39 at pick apart had grey interior, which was obviously no good. So that'll just have to wait for another day. The next day, I wiped down the exterior after a blustery evening under our carport and put some trim restorer on the plastics and tyres. In the future, I'll encourage Campbell to get some proper Euro plates for the car, replace the badges with ones that aren't faded, and we'll re-glue the headliner and replace the ruined front seats with nicer M Sport ones. Then it'll be properly sorted. But for now, Campbell's 530i was about as good as I could get it, on a budget of basically $0 at least, and was all ready for his reaction today when he arrives home from Europe.
Driving Campbell's BMW 530i. And I gotta say, because Campbell has spent far more on the maintenance than he has on the cosmetics, this car actually drives really well for 293,000 Ks. It's got new shocks and springs, which means it sits a little bit lower, so it looks really nice, but that also means that it rides well and handles well, because the old suspension was pretty roly-poly. It's got awesome feeling hydraulic steering. You know exactly what is going on at the front end, and thanks to the RE003 tyres, it grips really nicely too. The engine is very healthy considering the Ks, and while the transmission now no longer locks the torque converter, it still shifts very smoothly and relatively responsively considering it is a 35-year-old gearbox. And the engine makes such a lovely sound. And even though this is a 5 Series designed to be more comfort oriented, I am pleased to report that because it's kind of an old 5 Series, which is arguably the size of a 3 Series today, it still feels light, nimble, and very responsive. I loved my old E46 330i, and this is in many ways very similar. The M54 engine is great, the ZF5 is adequate, and with the right mechanical improvements, you're left with a car that is quick enough, makes a great noise, feels very, very involved to be behind the wheel of, and makes such a beautiful noise, that's for sure. And really all this car needed was someone with a bit of OCD like me to just come along and tart up its rough edges a little bit. And now Campbell has finally been left with a car that both looks and drives as good as it should, especially considering the age. So all that's left to do now is wind out this straight six a few more times on the way to Campbell's house and see his reaction to his new and improved 530i. Here he comes. I just need to take my next Kiwi Car Life project in for a while of fitness. My beautiful Audi All-Road 4.2 with collapsed air suspension, and then we'll pick up Campbell on the way home. Welcome back. Behold, the beautiful All-Road with its collapsed air suspension. Welcome back. So, while you were away, I did some thievery.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
I stole one of your cars, and I have done a bit of work to it.
A bit of work to it?
I have done some work to it, yes. And so, behold, the new and improved GJC.
Oh, wow.
Wow, yes.
You painted my number plate.
Wow, yeah. So I have made some Euro number plates out of core flute. I've tried to touch up as much of the front bumper as I can.
I was going to say, it's a little silvery.
Yes, obviously a bit of a home job, but I've repaired your curb wheels. Conditioned the leather seats, vacuumed the interior,
yes.
and I also re-glued the A and C pillar trims as well, because they were sagging down. You remember the ones at the back here were sagging. But yes, GJC has received the Kiwi Car Life restoration treatment. Yes, that's alright. What a good car.